I want to get back into federal politics and the climate wars now, and I'm joined by Shadow Resources Minister Susan McDonald, live from Brisbane. Good to talk to you, Susan. The gloves are off, the fight is on. Tell us about the amount of misinformation that's out there. What is the biggest lie of the attacks on the Coalition's position in your view?
Well, I think the biggest lie is that Labor has gone on the attack because they cannot defend the outrageous position that they've put Australian families and Australian businesses, jobs in. This rush to renewables, the commitments that they've made are seeing prices, electricity prices go up. They're seeing emissions go up under Labor. We discovered that at COP28. And who suffers? Well, it's Australians that suffer. That's the biggest lie, is that Labor has a plan. They don't have a plan, and that's why they've got to attack the Coalition. They are the government. They're responsible for what they're doing, Chris. And as I said, it's Australians who suffer higher electricity prices, jobs being threatened. We stand to suffer even more as Labor tries to double down on its commitments.
You see, the thing that really annoys me perhaps more than anything is the constant lie we get from the Teals and the Greens and Labor that whatever Australia does, and especially focusing on something as irrelevant really as our 2030 target rather than where we go long term, but they argue that whatever we do on renewable energy, on the 2030 target, or on what sort of cars we drive, is going to make this country less dangerous in the future. We're going to have fewer floods or fewer droughts or fewer cyclones or fewer bushfires. It's such a blatant and brainless lie, but they seem to be getting away with it. And I fear that some people are listening to that and trusting them and thinking, oh, yeah, all right, sure, I'll vote for renewable energy because then I won't have to battle bushfires anymore.
It is a terrible situation, isn't it, to have some people told that, as you say, a lie, and other people who are so financially distressed now that they don't know, that they're not interested in politics. They're just struggling to make choices about keeping food on the table, paying rent, and hoping that their job still exists, because under Labor's energy plan, well, it's not an energy plan, it's a renewables or bust plan. And that is putting Australia in this crazy situation where we can't compete with our trading neighbours. We are at risk of becoming a very principled but very poor country. And this is coming like a train, Chris. I'm really worried. And Labor's obsession with only talking about the Coalition's nuclear plan is because they have no plan of their own. That's what we're seeing. Australians are hurting for it. I think it's not good enough.
Yeah, and as Shadow Resources Minister, you would be acutely aware as well that Labor looks at our vast energy resources of coal, gas and uranium, and they're happy to export it, but they aspire to never using any of that in our own country. It is literally insane. Thanks for joining us, Susan. I appreciate it. We're all out of time now.